My name is Francis, but that wasn't my name 20 years ago." The weight of 20 years of guilt pressed down on my shoulders as I stood before the rusted gate of the small, weather-beaten house, of faded paint or peeled-off patches and cracks of broken blocks. The surrounding was overgrown with weeds showing abandonment. The window was open, an indication that someone was inside. Here lived the man I'd despised for 2 decades. The man I now knew was innocent. Thanks to a distant auntie I accidentally met 2 weeks back, she narrated the whole story, the truth, nothing but the truth, what actually transpired between my father and my mother. 20 years ago, I recalled my mother sobbing uncontrollably, kneeling and begging my dad. I didn't know her offense. My father insisted I stay with him and let Mum go with my younger sister, but Mum refused and left with 2 of us. He threw us out. He doesn't love us anymore. He's a bad, bad man. She spun tales of neglect, harsh words, and violent ejection from our home. These are some of the poisonous words that comes from my mother since that fateful day till date. In my teenage years, when I'm sad feeling the absence of my father, she would come up with those venoms about the man I knew to be loving and gentle. I absorbed every bit of those negative words and started developing hatred for my father. He wasn't my hero anymore, but a monster, convinced by my mother's performance and wicked lies about him. I never saw my father again because Mum moved us far away, changed our names, and craftily continued the narrative. Our father was cruel, dangerous, and to be forgotten. Life moved on. I built a career, relationships, but a persistent emptiness exists within me, a hole shaped vaguely longing for a part that is missing, my father. The catalyst came unexpectedly. I met a distant auntie who knew exactly what happened that year. He never hurt her, never raised his voice. He found out about the other man. Your mother couldn't bear the shame of infidelity, so she left and later seek for a divorce, she concluded. At home I confronted Mum. She realized how serious I am. Then she confessed, I lied. I made him the villain. To you. To everyone. I made you hate him. Forgive me. Find him. Tell him. I'm sorry. Her revelation carried the burden of a 20-year deception. The revelation hit me like a physical blow. The foundation of my resentment crumbled instantly, replaced by a crushing wave of guilt, shame, and a desperate need to see my father. Days of frantic searching through old records, faded memories, and distant relatives led me here. To this modest house in a town I barely remembered. Taking a shuddering breath, I pushed open the gate. Then walked to the door, knocked. The door creaked open, revealing a figure I barely recognized, but based on the description my contact gave me, I instantly knew he must be my father. He was thinner than I remembered, his hair had patches of gray, his face deeply lined by time and hardship. But his eyes, though weary, held the same quiet depth and calmness I recalled from my early childhood. I greeted and waited for him to say something. My father whispered, his voice thick with unshed tears. Every day, I hoped, I prayed you would come, that you would know. He swallowed hard, struggling for composure. Not a day passed, not one, without me thinking of you. My son, how about your sister? I hope she is doing fine, he continued. All words vanished from my mouth. All that remained was to fall on my knees on the worn doorstep. Papa, the word, unused for 20 years, suddenly burst out from my throat. Papa, I'm so sorry, so sorry. I couldn't look up to his face. She lied to me, all of it, every word, a lie. She told me you hurt her, you hate us, you threw us out. I believed her. I hated you. I abandoned you, for 20 years. 20 years. I didn't know. Papa, I swear I didn't know the truth until I was told about everything that happened. Please forgive me, you were innocent, all this time, and I acted foolishly. Please kindly forgive me. Silence hung heavily between us, thick with decades of pain and guilt, of separation and neglect. Then, calmly, as usual, he reached to my shoulder. "Stand up, my son Orbena, I know you were misled." The first, tentative steps towards healing had begun, 20 years late, but finally taken. We sat together on a worn sofa, not speaking yet, the silence now companionable, holding the weight of the past and the promise of the future. This is the story of me and my father as I look forward to compensate for the lost years.